Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. This full moon in Virgo is Friday, March 14th at 1:54 a.m. CST. With the moon in Virgo, our emotions can take on a more analytical flavor. But with Virgo being Mercury ruled, there is this likelihood that you might just feel off, bad, down, anxious, panicky, as our minds may be excavating some of our deepest core wounds and fears around our belongingness, around our lovability, around our specialness, and at its depth of if we're good enough. The archetype of Virgo is to be of service and to provide care. Virgo feels that they've found their calling when they're showing up for those outside of them. And even though Virgo is represented by the Hermit card in the tarot and can be super introverted at times, Virgo, I feel like, leaves their hermit space when they have a calling that they truly believe in, or work that they believe in, or there are others who are pulling at Virgo or wanting more from them, or truly just are in need. So sometimes Virgo energy can feel at a bit of a loss when wanting to have time for self. Virgo has this incredible capacity to give and to give and to give. Kind of like the Energizer Bunny, just going and going and going and surpassing what most humans feel is possible and acceptable and appropriate for one human to be able to do. Virgos, for lack of a better word, are impressive. But oftentimes, they can start to believe that their generosity and their acts of service are their identity. These are the things that people are impressed by. These are the things that people appreciate about them. These are the things that truly do improve people's quality of life. You know, at this time, wherever you have Virgo in your chart, you might be wondering if you're just surrounded by takers. If it is just that maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's why you're feeling so depleted. Maybe that's why you're feeling so off. Maybe other people are the problem. I want you to know that it is possible that you are surrounded by people who take and who are very comfortable with receiving. But I invite you to remember that we teach people how to treat us. So if we are always saying yes, if we are always or often showing up, if we have a hard time saying no or we feel guilty when we do, if we give even when we don't want to, because we believe that that's what makes us a good person, but we also secretly resent how much we have to give people to be a good person, and then we get in this spiral about how we are the only good person around us, we've entered into martyr territory, which is Virgo in its shadow. And Virgo in its shadow, because Virgo is so loves being right. Virgo in its shadow, which is also the South Node in Virgo at this time, what it's highlighting, the shadow energy, it's also expressing to us how getting into martyrdom, getting into a space of martyrdom, also depletes us of taking accountability in a way that doesn't exacerbate shame or guilt. We have created realities. We have co-created realities with other people, with the universe, and with our own souls. So with Venus retrograding through Aries and with the South Node being in Virgo and being conjunct this full moon eclipse, there are insecurities that you have that are mounting within yourself. There's pressure that is building in terms of how you view yourself, how you view your finances, but not just your finances, your potential to do more with them, whether that's investing in certain things, investing in yourself, investing in your education and your skill development, or whether that's how you have been spending your money. And you've maybe been spending your money on other people more than yourself. Or maybe you've been indulging in things that you don't really need, or you've found ways to distract yourself, or to fill your home with so many things, or to fill your digital space with so many things. Whether you, for example, you buy lots of books, but you don't find that you read them. Or whether you buy lots of courses, but you don't find that you take them. The Virgo full moon with Venus retrograding through Aries with the South Node in Virgo is highlighting all of the places where you are feeling disorganized, cluttered, angry, resentful, passive aggressive, martyred in some way, powerless. And this, as hard as it may be, is actually a wonderful time to sit with the emotions of it all, to sit with the narratives that are coming up, and to ask yourself what you're feeling through this analytical flavor that Virgo is offering you. It is going to be easier than it might be when the full moon is in a water sign for you to get a sense of what is going on really deep in your inner world. And if it does not feel easy, this is a really great time to reach out to a care provider. This is a really great time to book a session. This is a really great time to reconnect with people in your life that are capable of holding space for you. What I want you to remember at this time, what I want to offer to you to remember at this time is the people that you usually reach out to for support may not have the capacity to offer you the support that you need. And it's gonna suck if you ask and they are not present or they are not available. Know that this energy that you're going through, everybody is going through in a slightly distinct way. So this is another opportunity to offer grace to yourself, and if you have extra, to offer grace to other people. So it's a great time to get clear on where you're giving to the detriment of yourself, or where you are expecting others to give you to the detriment of themselves. This is a time to get curious about who you feel expects you to always show up, or to start noticing who you expect to always show up. Get tender with yourself around how these old narratives within you are still taking up so much space in your story. And if you'd like to manifest something with this moon, I offer you some practical, small, subtle things to do. The clarity will come through at its own time in divine timing, and it will come through if you have the space to receive it, and if you are willing and open to receive it. So this is a great time to declutter your space, your workspace, the space where you learn, your home, your living environment, any space that you frequent and that you have any sense of agency over. This is the time to declutter. Put on some music, put on a podcast, whatever it is you need to listen to make it happen to the best of your ability. This is a great time to make some time for yourself, to just be with yourself. You don't got to do anything in that time, but if you need something to do, maybe you'll read something, maybe you'll listen to music, maybe you'll color, maybe you'll draw. What did you like to do as a kid? While Virgo is considered connected to the archetype of the adult astrologically, there are times when they are so burnt out, really all they need is the energy of their child self to come through. So what did you love to do as a kid? Did you love to be outside? Did you love to play jump rope? Did you love to play hopscotch? What did you love to do? Did you love to be active? Did you love to explore and make up stories from the nature that you saw around you? Did you love to watch birds or sit at the base of trees? If it's still cold where you are, layer up the same way that a parent would tell a little kid to do before they want to go outside to play. Make it happen if you want to be outside. This is not a time to say it's too this, it's too that, I can't. You might not be able to be outside for hours and hours, but you can go around the block if it's, if it's decent enough. You can go outside and just feel the air and the wind on your skin for a moment before you step back in. Those moments, those times, and that time, whatever time you choose to be outside, is extremely important to everything that you are, and especially with this Virgo energy that we are all in at such a heightened level. All you're doing at this time is making space for yourself, making space for more clarity, making space for your feelings, making space to allow some level of organization, natural organization by being outside, or self-made, co-created organization by what you're doing with your hands to happen inside. And allow yourself over the next few weeks to be still whenever you can, because we are still in the wind down of the energy of 2024, and 2024 was a lot. We are making our way towards a new astrological year with the spring equinox, and there's still so many things in retrograde. So as much as you feel like you have to figure everything out today, this is actually the time to try to find out what's going on within you. All that urgency you feel to do, use it, channel it to declutter. All that urgency you feel to know everything, use it to get to know what you feel. Channel it and bring it back to you. This is a message that I have for you. I hope that it's helpful, and I'll catch y'all in the future. Bye.